Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. All right, welcome back to our March week 2. All right, this is class for March week 2. I will try to finish this chapter by today. I believe some of you are not here yet. Okay, but it's okay. I do apologize if I sound a bit tired today, because I really am. Okay, so I will try to hype myself up as as much as I can. Okay, so anyway, we have finished our variation today, sorry, last week, we have finished this. Okay, yes, Crystal, hello. Anyway, just a moment, eh, okay, yes, Lee Hong, hello. Okay, haven't seen you before. Okay, anyway, welcome. We are at page here. I also don't know what page already. Okay, which is this selection. Oh, you come for trial class. Okay, yeah, welcome, welcome. Okay, so get yourself ready. Okay, today we are going into a new subchapter. Okay, so last week we did finish our variation. Okay, what is this? That means we know that we have genes from both our parents. Okay, we somehow look like both our parents. Okay, you look like your mom and your dad. Okay, because you are a mixture of both of them. All right, so let's look at selection today. Okay, today will be a very interesting lesson. Okay, what do I mean by this interesting lesson? That will be your selection. Okay, let's talk about selection. Okay, what is selection? Selection is, okay, what makes you think that you are here today? Okay, what makes you think that you have your characteristic today? It is because of selection from few million years ago. Okay, what do I mean? That means, I'm sure you have seen what is evolution, right? Okay, why am I showing you L'Oreal? Okay, so I'm sure you know what is evolution, right? Okay, evolution is when we believe that, okay, I don't know whether you believe in this. Some people, they actually don't. Okay, it's like people not believing the earth to be round lah. Okay, I don't know, that's your problem. Okay, so just in case, okay, I'm sure you have heard of this before. We know that humans, we evolved from apes. Okay, apes, not monkeys, apes. Apes are the family. Okay, so what does it mean by this? That means our ancestors were apes, as in one of the family of, hang on, wait, sorry, my dog is ding, shut up. Okay, sorry. I have to tell them to shut up every week. Okay, anyway, so let's look at, okay, evolution. We know that we come from apes. Okay, we come from monkeys. That means okay, if you look at monkeys, don't we all look the same? Okay, yes, we are the least hairy one compared to orangutan, compared to chimpanzee. Okay, do you know who's the closest cousin to us? Okay, the closest cousin to us was chimpanzee. Is chimpanzee, is still chimpanzee. So have you watched the Rise of the Planets of the Apes? Okay, or the Dawn of the Planets of the Apes? Have you watched that movie? If you watch that movie, you kind of see the similarity between apes and us. Okay, if you look at apes, don't you think we kind of look the same? Of course, we are less hairy lah. We are much less hairy. Okay, so I always tell my students instead of thinking yourself as a very ugly human, let's say you tell me, sir, I'm very ugly. Why am I so ugly? Instead of thinking yourself as an ugly human, why not think of yourself as a very beautiful monkey? Okay, you are a very attractive monkey instead of a very ugly human. Okay, I'm just being optimistic here. Okay, anyway, so this is chimpanzee. As you can see, chimpanzees, they are very similar to us human. Okay, our eye position is almost the same. Even our physically, we look the same, and even behavior wise and a lot of things we kind of look the same. You see, even musculature, our muscles kind of look the same. Okay, and you know, attitude. Okay, sorry, not attitude. Behavior wise, do you know how are we similar to chimpanzee? Chimpanzees are the most violent ape. Okay, they are the most violent. That means chimpanzees they will have war among each other. They will hurt themselves. Okay, they will hurt each other. Aren't we the same? Aren't we the same? If you look at throughout history, how many times have humans killed each other? Many. We have gone through many wars. We just enjoy, you know, mauling the crap out of each other. Okay, even when you watch boxing, when you watch combat sport, you wouldn't want to watch a very boring sport, do you? Okay, you just wouldn't want to watch something very boring. You want to watch boxing. You want to watch two human beings go at each other, kill each other. Okay, you punch me, I punch you. Okay, try to kill each other. So you see, we are very violent species. So somehow we and chimpanzee, fun fact, we actually share 99% of DNA with chimpanzee. We are almost the same species. Okay, it's just that we evolve lah. We somehow become a smarter monkey compared to them. Okay, so let's talk about this evolution. Okay, as you know, we evolved. Okay, we evolved from monkeys, okay, from apes, and we become who we are today. Okay, so this is evolution. This is called selection. Okay, I'll talk about this selection later. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's go back to selection. Okay, so what is selection? Selection will always happen naturally. Okay, let's look at this natural selection here first. I have this very cute giraffe. Okay, do you know how giraffe come to be how they are today? Okay, why do they have such a long neck? Okay, don't you find giraffe just the most ridiculous looking animal? Okay, for me, I think unicorns are more believable. Okay, which do you think is more believable? Which do you think is more believable? A horse with a horn or a long neck deer? Okay, but somehow unicorn doesn't exist. Somehow giraffe they exist. Okay, this is giraffe is just a very weird looking animal. Okay, so let's look at natural selection. Okay, what is natural selection? This is the concept proposed by Charles Darwin. Okay, I'll talk about this further later. This Charles Darwin, he actually studied evolution. He's the first guy who proposed evolution. Okay, not everyone agrees with him, but many certainly do. Okay, this is how we believe all how species come from. Okay, I think I told you about the cat family, right? If you look at cat families, they're kind of the same. Okay, you look at cats, you look at tigers, you look at lions, you look at cheetah, panther, jaguar. Don't they kind of look like cats? Okay, because according to Charles Darwin, we all come from a main species and then we kind of branch out from each other. This is what we call evolution. That means we have 5 main types, right? We have mammals, we have birds, we have fish, we have amphibian, and we have reptiles, right? Charles Darwin used to believe that all 5 of these, it comes from one main species. And then this one main species, they kind of evolve into 5 other types. And among that 5 other types, we just kind of evolve more and more. It's like branching out, and branching out. This is why we have so many types of species today. Okay, not everyone believe him. Okay, especially those who are very religious people, they don't believe him. Many people still believe that all beings are created by God. Okay, but I don't know about you. I certainly don't believe that point of view. I believe that everything can be explained by science. Okay, so this is what Charles Darwin said. Okay, Charles Darwin said, how do one species branch out from another species? Okay, let's say cats. Like I told you, cats, they belong to the same family. How lion and tiger, they branch out from each other? Okay, take chimpanzee just now. How do chimpanzees and us separate out and become 2 different species? It is because of something called natural selection. Okay, natural selection. Okay, what is this natural selection? So I'll talk about this selective breeding later. This is what we humans do. Okay, so we humans do selective breeding to produce a new variety of animal and plant. Okay, this is later. Okay, so this process happens in the wild, known as natural selection. Okay, what is natural selection? Natural selection says the survival of the fittest. I'm sure you have heard of this word, survival of the fittest. Okay, that means among a group of species, only the fittest with the best characteristic, they will survive. The weak ones, the lousy one, they will die off. Okay, let's look at the point first. Okay, so individuals with the most suitable features will to survive will continue to live and breed and pass on their feature. Okay, for example, okay, let's say now, let's go back to 5 million years ago. Okay, let's go back to 5 million years ago. We were hunters. Okay, during the Paleolithic era. Have you studied history? Okay, during Paleolithic is when we live in caves. Okay, we live in caves. So let's say now we are a bunch of guys. Okay, girls excluded. Let's say we are a bunch of guys. Which do you think is more fit to survive? A guy that is short and not athletic, or a guy that is tall and athletic. You got what I'm trying to say now? A guy who is short and not athletic, that means the person is, okay, you know it's athletic, right? Athletic is 运动细胞. How well can you exercise? I'm sure you look at some of our friends, they are very athletic. They can run, they can play ball, they can do this and do that, while you are just like a potato standing there. Your reflex is slow, okay? The ball just hits your face, you just don't know what to do. Okay, so you are less athletic. So you see, the short and the less athletic guy is less likely to survive because he is not fit. Okay, fit doesn't mean that, oh, you have six pack, not that kind of fit. As in, your characteristic is not suitable for survival. Why? Because you're not a very good hunter. Okay, people can just run and hunt things they want. You just kind of stand there. Oh, what do I do now? Okay, you are like the noob hunter. Okay, so you cannot survive. Whereas the tall and athletic guy, for him, it's very fit for him to survive because he can hunt better. Okay, that means he can hunt better. He can have more food. Okay, he can have more food. When he can have more food, he can produce children and pass down his gene. Okay, this is why have you ever wondered something like this? Why do girls look at guys with a certain feature? Okay, I don't know whether this is, okay, this is a very general thing lah. I'm sure some of you girls, okay, girls here, you let me know. I'm sure some of you girls here, you are not attracted to these characteristics. Okay, but here goes. Most girls, they are attracted to guys who are tall. Okay, handsome. Who doesn't like handsome guys? Okay, athletic, at least with some muscles. Do you want a couch potato? Okay, do you want a guy that is very overweight and sit there and do nothing? Or would you want a guy that is very athletic, can play basketball very well, can play sports very well? I'm sure you're attracted to guys like this. Okay, I'm not being shallow, sir. I like guys with what other do. No, I'm just being realistic here. Okay, I'm sure most of you are attracted to guys, girls lah. You're attracted to guys who are tall, athletic, handsome. Okay, why are you attracted to characteristics like these? Okay, because they were good hunters. Few million years ago, okay, I'm sure, okay, handsome doesn't help lah, but handsome is more of an aesthetic thing. Okay, because we like beautiful things. Who doesn't like beautiful things? Okay, you see, you tell me lah, which species of animal doesn't like beautiful things? Okay, even you look at peacocks, how do peahens choose their peacocks? They will look at their feather, right? Peacocks, they will open their feather in front of the peahen, and then the peahen will just stand there. Okay, you're very good looking. I like you. So they become, they reproduce, or they have babies, lor. Whereas some peacocks open, and then the peahen will say, yeah, I don't like you. You're very ugly. Okay, so they don't get married. They don't have children, lah. So you get what I'm trying to say? We all like beautiful things. It's not called being shallow. Okay, so it's okay to say you like beautiful things. Okay, stop being so scared of saying that, oh, I only like pretty things, and then people get offended. Oh, why you only like pretty things? You're so shallow. I admit I like pretty things. I like all my things pretty. Who wants to buy an ugly computer? Who wants to buy an ugly car? Who wants to buy an ugly house? Nobody. Okay, if you are buying a car, you're buying a house, you're buying whatever, you would choose the one that you like the most. I mean, if money is no issue lah. Okay, same goes to guys or girls. If you want a boyfriend, if you want a girlfriend, you wouldn't want someone ugly. I'm sorry to say that. Okay, I know this is very shallow for some people, but this is just the ugly truth. Okay, you might disagree with me. You might say, sir, ugly people have feelings too. Okay, how can we only like pretty things? Isn't it like that when you buy something? Okay, let me ask you, I think I told you this before. If you walk into a car showroom, for example, you want to buy a car today. Let's say you are 18 now. Your dad wants to buy you a car. You walk into the car showroom, okay, and then the salesman asks you, okay, what car are you looking for? Do you tell the salesman, what's your ugliest car? Can you show me your ugliest car? I want to buy your ugliest car. The salesman will look at you and say, huh? Ugliest car, you sure? Okay. Do you go like, yes, I want the ugliest car because ugly car have feelings too. I want to buy the ugliest car. No, no. Would you buy a very ugly looking uncle car, or would you want a very sporty and young car? You get what I'm trying to say? Okay, so we would go for the fittest. Okay, only the individual with the fittest characteristic will survive. This is why until today, okay, if you look at okay, just now I talk about girls, right? How girls choose their mate, right? If you look at guys, okay, guys, when we look at girls, what do we look at? Okay, of course, we look at the face. Okay, she has to be pretty. And then number two, I know it sounds very shallow. Okay, guys, we look at hips and chest. That means the breast and the butt. Okay, this is why Hollywood, they are so obsessed with making their breasts bigger, making their butts bigger. Why? Because guys look at breasts and butts. Okay, this is just a characteristic look. Okay, why look at breasts? Okay, why since few million years ago, we humans we look at breasts because breast means they can feed the child better next time. When you get pregnant, bigger breasts will produce more milk. Okay, more lactate more, so the child can survive better. Then why look at the butt? Why most guys like big butts? Because when the butt is big, okay, that means the bone structure is very strong to get pregnant. Okay, do you want let's say now you're a caveman, you live in a cave, do you want a partner, a wife that is not suitable to get pregnant? You wouldn't. You want a girl, you want a female which has the structure to have as many children as possible, right? Because you want to produce as many baby as possible so that we don't go extinct, right? So you see, I'm sure your dad and your mom, why is your mom attracted to your dad? Because your mom thinks that your dad is the best looking guy in the world. I know it sounds very cliche, but and same thing. Why is your dad attracted to your mom? Because your dad thinks that your mom is very attractive. She's the most pretty woman ever. This is why they get married. This is why they are attracted to each other. This is why they have you. Because they like each other's characteristic. They think they are fit for survival. Okay, I know this is a lot of info to produce, but what I'm trying to say here is only the fittest will survive. Weak ones, they will be left behind. They will not survive. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say, So, like I said, individual with the most suitable feature to survive will continue to live and breed and pass on to the future. What makes you live till today? Okay, you are at least a few million years old from your generation last time. Why do you still live today? Because all your ancestors, they are all very strong at surviving. That's why you are surviving until today. You are still here today. All right. So individual with undesirable feature, that means weak feature, they will perish, means they will die. Perish is die, and so do not pass on their feature to future generation. All right. So this form of selection is used to explain the theory of evolution studied by Charles Darwin. So this is what Charles Darwin said. Okay, so according to his concept, okay, let's look at giraffes. Okay, few million years ago, giraffes, they come in many heights. Say some are tall, some are short. Okay, tall, short also got. Okay, they come in many heights. And then all these giraffes, they have no problem eating leaves. Okay, because back then trees, they have short trees, they have tall trees. That means the tall giraffe can eat from tall trees, and short giraffe, they can eat from short trees. Okay, this is when trees are plenty. Okay, and then so let's look at the point. Long ago, in the population of giraffes, some had long necks and some had short necks. Okay, this was because they have different form of gene. The giraffe ate leaves on trees. Okay, so now what happened was, okay, this is what scientists believe. They believe there was a drought. Okay, drought as in 旱灾很干的时候，没有树全部死到完So this was what happened. So they believe all the short trees they died. Okay, all the short trees they died. So only remaining ones were tall trees. Okay, why am I writing long? Okay, all the remaining one were tall trees. 只有高的树剩下来. So who has an advantage now? The tall giraffes, they have an advantage. This is what we call selection advantage. Okay, because this is called selection, right? This is called natural selection, right? Okay, that means they will select nature, Mother Nature, they will choose the one with the best characteristic to survive. That's why it's called natural selection. So all these tall giraffes, okay, because they are tall, so they can eat what? Okay, so they can survive better, so they have selection advantage. While these shorty guys, okay, I'm not trying to discriminate short guys, okay, sir, I'm so short, why are you laughing at me? Are you a giraffe? Okay, you're not. Okay, so anyway, so all these short giraffes they have selection disadvantage. Now they are at a disadvantage. So as millions and millions of years go by, okay, all these short giraffe, they will start to die. Okay, if you're a tall female giraffe, will you go for a short male giraffe? No, Because you know that if I get married to this short guy, my children will all be short. If my children are all short, my children will all die. So you are not attracted to guys like this. You're not attracted to this short giraffe guy, but you are attracted to a tall giraffe because you think that, if I look at this giraffe, so leng zai, this giraffe so leng zai, right? So since this is so tall, when we get married, our children all sure very tall one. Not sure lah, but mostly they will all mostly be tall. So all our children will survive. Okay, not to say must, but higher chances. Okay, so this is why you will look at beautiful, you will look at attractive guys and girls lah, right? I'm sure let me ask you this if you want a girlfriend, you would want a very pretty girlfriend. Okay, if you have a boyfriend, okay, if you're a boy, you're a guy, you want a very pretty girlfriend, and you are a girl, you want a very good looking boyfriend. Why? Because next time you want your children to look good, right? You wouldn't want a children that looks not good. So you will go for the most attractive for you lah, maybe because we all look at attractiveness differently. Some things that, okay, you see beauty is a very subjective thing. Okay, if you look at Korean guys okay, people used to think Korean guys are ugly. Okay, when I was a kid because Korean guys have small eyes. But now standard of beauty changes. Okay, every girl's like, wow, those oppas so like because the eyes very small. Okay, I also don't know why, because standard of beauty will change. Okay, but what I'm trying to say here is you will go for the best looking guy or girl so that your children next time will look very good looking. So same goes to the giraffe. The giraffe will go for the tallest giraffe so that they can produce a very tall baby giraffes. Okay, so that they have better characteristic next time. Okay. Yes, Li Hong, are you okay? Sometimes my internet will disconnect some people. I also don't know why. Okay. Anyway, so let's look at the next one. So 1 year there was a serious drought. Food was in short supply. When all the lower leaves has been eaten, only the long-necked giraffes would get food. So all the tall ones will survive, all the short ones will die lah. So after generations and generations, there's no more short giraffes left. So all the giraffe left they would have tall neck. Okay, that's why giraffe, they are here today, they with all long necks, because of few million years ago, there were no short trees to eat. So they become what they are today. So most of the short neck giraffes died, only the long neck giraffes survived. Okay, so the long neck giraffe, they reproduce. So for giraffes, only the tall ones are good looking. Leng zai and leng loi is the tall one. The short ones are ugly, so they don't reproduce, so they die off lah. So all the giraffes will have long neck. Okay, so do you know humans are like this too? Okay, let's talk about some extra info for you. Do you know what is wisdom teeth? 智慧牙, wisdom teeth. Okay, this thing is the most annoying thing ever. Have you asked yourself, okay, when you are 20 something next time, okay, around my age okay, or a little bit younger, okay, you will develop something called wisdom teeth. Okay, in Mandarin it's called 智慧牙. Okay, this thing is the stupidest thing ever. Okay, what does it mean? That means when you are 20 something, you will start growing another teeth at the most behind of your teeth. Do you know that? Do you know that if you have siblings, you ask them, they will know. Okay, if you have brothers and sisters who are 20 something, your teeth at 20 something, they will grow this stupid thing out. Okay, very, very annoying. And it depends on your luck. Sometimes you might grow 1. Some people might grow 2. My case, I grew 3. Very stupid, annoying, and it hurts like hell. You have to be, the thing is annoying you for a few weeks. Okay, so you might say, sir, why do we have this thing? Why do we have wisdom teeth? Because last time, if you still remember your digestion from last year, these teeth are the flat ones. Okay, the flat teeth they are called molar. Okay, molar teeth are for what? Molar teeth are for chewing vegetation. Okay, vegetable. Why use it to chew vegetable? Because last time, a few million years ago, we used to be herbivores. Okay, when we were chimpanzees that time, when we were monkeys that time, when we still don't know how to hunt, okay, we were not hunters back then. Okay, so we don't know how to hunt, we don't know how to kill animals. So the only thing we can eat is fruits and leaves, tree leaves. So this extra teeth behind you is to help you chew vegetation. Okay, to help you chew vegetable or tree leaves or fruits or whatever. But now, do you need it? Okay, do you still need it? No, you don't need it anymore because we evolve. What? We start eating more meat. What? Okay, do you just eat vegetable every day? Unless you're a vegetarian, then different story. Okay, but you don't. So we kind of evolve away from diet like this. This is why we have this extra teeth there. But it's not really needed. So you don't grow it when you are born. You just grow it when you are 20 something. Okay, I know it sounds stupid, but that's how our body works. Okay, what else? Okay, if you look at your appendix, okay, you know what's your appendix? In Mandarin, it's called 盲肠. Okay, appendix. I don't know whether your parents told you this stupid lie. Last time they say, after you eat, when you are full, please don't jump around. Because if you jump around, okay, everyone will have their teeth. Yes, everyone. Everyone. So if you have braces now, this wisdom teeth might ruin your teeth. Very annoying. Not to mention you get fever. When the teeth starts growing, okay, you start to get fever and so on. Very, very annoying. Okay, so it depends on your luck. Okay, so if you grow like 4, then I congrats you. Okay, anyway, so what is this appendix? Okay, let's talk about this appendix. Okay, you know your large intestine, right? Okay, if you still remember your digestion, okay, let me open my digestion note real quick. Okay, last year, was it last year? I think it was last year, right? You learned about this digestive system, right? Okay, and if you still remember, your large intestine, okay, at this place here, there's a tail coming out. Okay, it's not mentioned here, but there's a tail here. Okay, this is the appendix. In Mandarin, it's called 盲肠. And your dad and your mom, when you were a kid, at least when I was, my mom used to tell me, after you eat, you don't jump around. Later this thing will swell. You need to go hospital. They need to cut you open. Very scared leh. Then that's why you don't dare to jump around. Okay, so does it happen? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay, after you eat, you jump around, the worst thing is gonna happen is you're gonna puke your food out. Okay, maybe your mom doesn't want to clean up your mess, so she just lie to you. Hopefully you will sit down. Okay, at least that's what my mom hope lah. So you see, this appendix has no function today anymore. Just like your wisdom teeth. Your wisdom teeth has no function today anymore. Same thing goes to your appendix. Your appendix is last time was used to digest vegetable, digest fruit and leaves. Do you still eat leaves now? Yeah, maybe you eat some, your veggie has leaves, that's all. Do you eat vegetable for the whole day? Do you eat fruits for the whole day? No, that's why this appendix, it's kind of useless now. It just sits there for no reason. This is what you see, we evolved from it already, but all these things, they're still there. Just because we evolve doesn't mean it doesn't exist anymore. It's still there. Okay, so that's why I say this is the proof of evolution. Okay, so for people who don't, next time they tell you oh, evolution is fake. Okay, only God is real, science is fake. You tell them this. How do you explain this? This is a proof that science exists. Okay, what else? If you do this, okay, let's look here, guys. Okay, look at my camera. Okay, if you see, this is my hand. Okay, and this is my arm, right? This is my upper arm. You try to, this is your thumb, right? Your 拇指, and this is your pinky, right? Your 尾指, you try to touch these two fingers together. Okay, I want you to do this. See if you have this. Not everyone has this. Okay, you touch these two fingers together, and then you curl your hands like that. Okay, you curl it like that. Can you see there's a coming out bone here? Not everyone has this. Okay, 不是每个人有的. Okay, what is this? Okay, can you see this? This used to be a muscle. Okay, this used to be a muscle. Okay, do you have it? Okay, if you have it, then good lah. I don't know whether you can see mine. I have it. Okay, maybe you don't have it. Okay, so you see, what is this for? Last time, this muscle was used to climb trees. We were monkeys, remember? So where do monkeys live? We live on trees, right? So how do we climb trees? We use this muscle. Now, this muscle has no function anymore. Why? Because we evolved. Do you still live on tree? Do you still climb trees? I don't think you climb trees. I mean, not for survival anyway. I mean, even though if you climb trees today, it's because either you are freaking crazy, okay, you're drunk or something, or you are just doing some stupid trick trying to impress girls. I hope not. Okay. Please don't do that, because if you fall down from the tree, you might dislocate your arm. Okay, just don't be stupid. Okay, anyway, so this thing used to be a muscle. So now we have no use of that anymore. We just evolve away. So this muscle has no more use. You see, this is another sign of, okay, another thing. you have a sense of balance during sleeping, right? Okay, let me ask you this thing. Have you fallen out of a bed before? I'm sure you haven't. I mean, yeah, you have fallen out of your bed maybe once or twice, but do you fall out of your bed every day? Do you just sleep on your bed at night and then in the morning when you wake up, you're on the floor? Do you? No, because why? Like I said, we were monkeys. Our ancestors, our 祖先, they were monkeys, 猴子. They used to sleep on trees. So our ancestors have this sense of balance. They can sleep on trees without falling. So those that have no sense of balance, they already died. Like these short giraffes here, they have no sense of balance. They already fell off the tree and they died. So all the remaining ones, they have all very good sense of balance. That's why until today, you still have the sense of balance. Okay, you won't fall out of your bed. Unless you're having some kind of nightmare, okay, different story. But 99% you won't fall out of your bed. Right, like I said, do you just sleep on your bed and wake up on the floor in the morning? No, you don't, because you still have that sense of balance. So you see, around our body, we have all these signs of evolution. We still have it. Okay, that means okay, yes, they have no use anymore, but we evolved from it. It's just like this tall giraffe. Okay, does it mean there's no short tree now? Yes, there are short trees, but can their neck shorten? No, because they already evolved. They already have this long neck since like millions of years ago. So this is the theory of natural selection. Okay, so I hope you can understand. This is called natural selection. Okay, so this is what Charles Darwin said. Okay, this is natural selection. So this is what he believed how all these species come about. If you look at cats, okay, why do cats, what the cat family, why do they separate into our house cat, our lion, our tiger? Even tiger has many types. You have the Bengal tiger, you have our Malayan tiger. Why are there so many cats? Because of this selection pressure or this natural selection, okay, this selection advantage. That's why we have many types of cats today. That's why we have many types of apes today. We have orangutan, we have chimpanzee, we have bonobos, we have this and that, we have humans, because we evolved. Okay, so because of this natural selection, by the way, guys, this is natural, it's done by nature. Okay, that means you go to the wild today, all the animals you see, why are they here today? Because of the natural selection. They have been surviving for millions of years until today. You might say, then how about dinosaurs? Where are dinosaurs? Okay, during the Jurassic era, why did all the dinosaurs die? Because they couldn't evolve. Okay, they were, if I'm not mistaken, if you believe in this, dinosaurs, they were killed by a meteor. Okay, a meteor crashed onto Earth and killed everything, and they couldn't survive. Okay, they couldn't evolve. That's why I said it's the survival of the fittest. You know who survived? During that Jurassic era, when all the dinosaurs died, you know who survived? There are only a few survived. Number one is crocodile. Okay, crocodile, because they were in water. Okay, so the meteor couldn't kill them. That's why they are still here today. Crocodile is one of the strongest surviving one until today. Yes, and the next one, yes, Crystal, you got it, is cockroach. That's why cockroach in Mandarin is called 小强. They are 强 means strong. They survive until today. That means during the last mass extinction, okay, 大灭亡, cockroach were they survive until today. Okay, hey, you know how strong cockroach is? They can go 2 weeks without eating. They can go 2 weeks without eating. Can you eat nothing for 2 weeks? No, you can't. Cockroach, they can. That's why they are very good in surviving. And do you know something? If you break a cockroach's head, if you snap off the head, a cockroach might live up to 9 days without its head. Okay, can I chop off your head and you live 9 days? No, you can't. But cockroaches, they can. And cockroach, another point that makes them so good at surviving, you see, survival of the fittest. What makes them so good at surviving? 怎么他们可以这样厉害活下来? Because next, cockroach, they can basically eat everything. Okay, they can eat shit, they can eat dead bodies, whatever. They can eat grass, you name it, as long as it's food. They are the most omnivore animal ever. They can just eat whatever they can. So that's why they can survive until today. Okay, so if today there will be if let's say there's a nuclear war today, all humans were to die, cockroach will still be fine. They will still live until the next mass extinction. That's why they don't be humans. Yes, we are very strong today, but when disaster comes, cockroach will survive. They are very strong because they are the fittest lah. Okay, fittest doesn't mean biggest. You see, T-Rex is T-Rex not big enough, right? T-Rex is like the biggest reptile. Do you see them around today? No. Okay. You see, tigers they are one of the strongest predators. Are they around now? Yes, they are, but they are going extinct soon. So it's not about the strongest fella. It's about who can survive the best. Cockroach somehow is very good at this. Okay, so it's not like you are the biggest you can survive. Like I said, T-Rex, they were the strongest. They were the biggest. They are history now. Okay, they are dead now. So I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So this is natural selection. Okay, what if we do them in a human way? Okay, what if we do them in a human way? So humans, we know natural selection. Okay, we know that we can make certain species have selective advantage. Okay, and we can change the characteristic of a certain animal. Okay, do you know who we do this to? Do you know who we do selective breeding to? We do this to many animals. All the animals that we humans we domesticated many animals, isn't it? You know, it's domesticate. That means many animals we are currently controlling them right now. For example, cows, chickens, okay, goats, horses, okay. All these they used to be wild animals, and we kind of bring them in. Okay, we catch them few million years ago, and we do selective breeding. Okay, we do selective selection. Okay, human selection, not the natural selection. We do human selection and make them what they are today. Another biggest examples are dogs. Okay, do you know dogs are purposefully bred that way? That's why you see you look at last time, dogs, they were wolves. Okay, they belong to the wolf family, but we somehow just catch two of the wolves and we start breeding them. Okay, so that they become a certain animal we want, which is dogs. That's why dogs if you look at dogs, they kind of look like wolves, isn't it? Okay, they have that wolf, the long nose. They have their teeth, okay, canine teeth, the sharp teeth. But of course, we change their character. They are not as fierce as wolves. Wolves are wild animal. They will just eat you. But dogs, they listen to us. Because we do this in a human way so that we use this to our advantage. Okay, so this is why we have selective breeding. So selective breeding is a process of choosing animal and plant with desirable characteristic and breed them. Okay, instead of doing it naturally, we do it in a human way. We breed things we want. Okay, so for example, water buffalo were domesticated thousands of years ago. That means our cows last time in the wild, our cows used to look like this. Okay, water buffalo. Okay, wow. Okay, last time wild water buffalo they used to look like this. Okay, they used to, okay, it looks like our buffalo now, but we somehow managed to catch some of them, we breed them, and they just become our water buffalo now. So they listen to us, they will help us to farm. Okay, what is water buffalo for? Water buffalo is for farming. Okay, it's for farming. So what is domestication? Okay, this is a very important word. Okay, domestication is the taming of a wild animal. 我们去驯化野生动物，就是把它们带回来，然后繁殖。So we tame them. So for humans to use them. So wild water buffalo, which are docile, not aggressive, are bred together. So we breed them together. After generations of breeding, water buffalo eventually become smaller and more docile. Docile means they listen to us. They are not as crazy, not as aggressive, not as rowdy. They are easily controllable. It's just like dogs. Okay, so humans have done this to many other animals and plants. Okay, for example, we do this to cats. Okay, we do this to domestic cat. And you know, I know this is very inhumane We even, okay, sorry, domestic cat. Okay, we even breed them in a certain way. We see them as cute. Okay, that's why you see cats we have many types of cats, right? Okay, we have what? British short hair we have Siamese we have so on Okay, so we purposefully breed them Okay, in a certain way, we find it attractive. Okay, same like dogs lah. Okay, dogs lah. So dogs are in last time okay, while sorry, dogs, let's look at before domestication. That means before we domesticate dogs last time they used to look like wolves. Okay, they used to look like wolves. Okay, and then somehow now when we breed them okay, so now we have many dog breeds. We human, we just kind of, you know, breed them in a certain way. We, to say it in a not good way, we kind of experimented with dogs. We use them as an experiment and we breed them in a way we want. That's why we have so many breeds. Okay, any of you have a dog at home? Okay, I'm sure most of your dogs are either these few species. Okay, my dogs are, okay, I have 2 dogs. Okay, they are poodles. Okay, and if you look at those big dogs if you look at Labrador, if you look at Golden Retriever, they are bred for, okay, why do we breed them for? Why do we have Golden Retriever? They are there to retrieve things. You know, it's retrieve things. So let's say I'm a hunter okay, bulldog, okay. So next time, okay, last time when we were hunters when we killed someone, not someone, okay, when we killed something, we would want a dog to help us to fetch the thing to us because we don't want to walk there and take. That's why we have retrievers. Okay, 就是猎犬的意思，黄金猎犬。Okay, so their job is to retrieve things for us. That's why we call them retrievers. Okay, retrievers. So if you look at German shepherds, okay, what are they for? If you look at shepherds, okay, shepherd dogs what are they? They are there for herding. You know what is herding? Okay, when we have sheep last time, when we have sheep we have many sheep we don't want to run around the sheep to chase them back into their kennel. Okay, you know, if you have sheep, right? Let's say now you have 10 sheep, 20 sheep, they live in your farm. Okay, every day you will release the sheep and let them go and eat their grass, and then after they are done, you want to push them back into their kennel. Okay, 把他们推回去他们的笼子。But you don't want to do this in a human way, because very 麻烦. You have to run around the field. That's why we have shepherd dogs. Okay, we have border collie, we have Australian shepherd. Okay, we have German shepherd. Their job is to chase those sheep back into their place. You see, that's why different dogs, they have different character. Like you see, German shepherds, they are very good at running. Okay, because they know how to chase the goats. They take the goats back into the kennel. And of course, if you look at retrievers, okay, retrievers okay, how are retrievers like? They are very good, especially in retrieving stuff. That's why they're very good in swimming. Do you know this? Do you know golden retrievers, they are natural born swimmers? They can just swim because their job, you see, is to retrieve things. When they want to, okay, let's say now, you see, you shot a bird dead. You want to take the bird, you will ask your golden retriever and go. So even the bird fell on water, no problem for them. They can swim. They can swim and take things back for you. That's why you have golden retrievers, you have Labrador retrievers. Okay, don't you just find golden retrievers very cute? Okay, they're just the cutest boys. Okay, so that's why. And if you look at huskies, okay, Siberian huskies, okay, they are not very good, very easy to take care of. Any of you have a husky at home? Okay, husky is not suitable for Malaysia because we are too hot. Do you know why do they have so much fur? You know what are huskies for? Huskies are for pulling sled last time. You know what's a sled, right? The 雪橇okay, last time when we were in you know, snowing places we use huskies to pull our sled. Okay, that's why huskies, they have very good stamina. That's why if you have a husky your job every day is to bring them out to spend that stamina. If you don't spend their stamina, huskies if they come back home full of energy they will start biting your furniture, okay? They will start tearing your sofa, they will start tearing your mattress because they want to release the energy. They have too much energy. It's like a kid when you were 5-year-old if your mom wants to make you sleep because you are too active she will bring you out, bring you to the playground, let you play there, let you tire yourself, okay? When you come back, you KO. So same thing, if you want to spend a husky's energy it's not easy because they are bred, okay, to run, to pull sleds. They can run 10-20 kilometers without problem. Their stamina is better than you. Okay, so to have a husky, it's not easy. Okay, same goes to something very close to husky is the, what was it again? Okay, even Samoy is the same thing. Okay, have you heard of have you seen Samoyed? Okay, they're just this I just love Samoyed. Samoyed is like one of the cutest dog. Okay, see, they're the same thing. They are bred to pull sleds as well. Okay, but they're much cuter lah. They're not that naughty lah. Okay, I just find them very cute. Okay, and of course Malamute. Okay, Malamute is the same thing. Okay, Malamute, Alaskan Malamute, it's the same thing. They are there to pull sleds. So they kind of look like husky, but they are just a cuter version of husky lah. So they are there to pull your sled. So you see, why do we have so many types of dogs? Because they all have different function. Some of them are for retrieving stuff. Some of them are for pulling your sled. Some of them are for herding. Okay, like poodles okay, poodles what are they for? Poodles are also for retrieving last time. Okay, I mean real poodle not toy poodle okay, my two dogs are toy poodles okay, they are kind of useless. They just sit there and being cute. That's all. Okay, if you look at those what was that Welsh Corgi. Okay, Welsh Corgi they have no function one. These dogs they are just bred for cute. Okay, they have no function one. You see, you look at their short legs. Can they run? No, they can't. Can they retrieve stuff? No, they can't. Can they pull sled? No, they can't. Can they chase whatever? No, they can't. They just look cute. Okay, don't you find them? They just look cute. Okay, they have no function at all. Okay, yeah, I know it sounds very cruel but that's how we breed animals for. Okay, some of them for companionship, okay, to give you a friend. Okay, dogs are a friend, right? So some of them are for friendship, some of them are for other purposes. All right, so that's what I'm trying to say. This is selective breeding. Not only dogs, we do this to a lot of things, even plants as well. All the fruits you eat today strawberry lah, blueberry lah, corn lah, whatever fruits and veggie they are also domesticated last time. Okay, you don't find jagung in the wild. You don't go into the middle of the forest. Oh, you see a corn there. No, corn is bred by human. We just take wild corn back. We just breed them until they become a big corn today. So you got what I'm trying to say here, right? Okay, so we are trying. This is what we do. Okay, this is called selective breeding. Okay, anyway, so what is mutation? Okay, interesting thing about this mutation mutation is a sudden change of a gene. Okay, sudden change of a gene. So mutation will create new variety. Sometimes mutation is a good thing. Okay, for what example? You look at humans last time a few million years back all humans have black hair. All humans have black eyes. Okay, all humans have dark skin. But somehow when we were in different condition, we kind of mutated. That's why you look at Guailos, you look at all the Western people. Why do they have golden hair? Why do they have blue eyes? Because of mutation. They evolved. They mutated. Because when let's say now you stay in Finland. You know where Finland is, right? Okay, Finland has no sun. Okay, Finland is a very cold country. So after years and years, thousands and thousands of years being there, do you still need the black hormone, the black pigment in your hair? Why is our hair black? Because our hair has something called melanin. Okay, which is that black color pigment. Okay, which is called melanin. So this melanin, the function is to help you block sunlight. Okay, your hair is to save your skin, to block away the sunlight. But if you're living in Finland, for thousands of years, do you have enough sun? No, you don't have enough sun. So do you still need this melanin? No, you don't. So you just kind of mutated and get rid of this melanin away. That's why you look at Western people, okay, white people, as in Guailo, they have no melanin one. Even their eyes have no melanin. It turns blue. Okay, even their beard. Okay, you see, I've all my beard is all black. Okay, but you look at their beard and their hair, it's all golden because they don't need the melanin already. So this is mutation. That's the good thing about mutation. You see, it creates different variety. Okay, different variety. That's why some people we find Guailo or Western people, we just find them very langzai, very attractive because they have the blue eyes. Okay, but here's the thing. Mutation could cause something bad too. For example, some genetic disease they are caused by mutation. For example, Down syndrome. You know what Down syndrome is, right? Okay, have you seen Down syndrome? People with Down syndrome very easy to see. Okay, I think I showed you this before already last time. Okay, so Down syndrome, they kind of look like this. So this is mutation. This is a bad mutation. This is a wrong mutation. That's why they are mentally retarded. So this is a mutation. So they are there are still many bad mutations. Okay, another mutation is cancer. Cancer is a mutation. Cancer is a bad mutation. Do you know what happens during cancer? Cancer is when your healthy cell, you have healthy cells, right? The healthy cell just suddenly become bad. Okay, they become bad and they couldn't stop growing. They grow until they take over your organ. Okay, the bad cells, they take over your organ and then you die. So this is cancer. Cancer is a mutation. It's a bad mutation. Okay, so like I said, mutation, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. Okay, good thing is they create new variety. Bad thing is they are not so, they create some disease that you cannot cure. So that's a mutation. All right, so this mutation, by the way, it's random. It's random. You don't know when is it gonna happen. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, but some things they will make mutation easier. For example, radiation. Okay, that's why I say you see, cancer is caused by radiation. So if you're exposed to radiation, it's easier for you to get cancer because your cell will just mutate. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say? So this is a mutation, and of course we use this selective breeding to make something called genetically modified crops. Okay, what is genetically modified crops? Okay, when you see this genetically modified, in Mandarin means 基因改良. Okay, 基因改良 means we change the gene of a certain crop. Okay, what does it mean by crop? Crops are things that we plant for food. For example, rice is a crop. For example, corn is a crop. Corn is a crop. Okay, so your jagung is a crop. So you see, some crops we purposefully modify their gene so that they can become better. Okay, take for example, if you have rice, okay, normal rice, you could go inside and change their genetic, change their DNA so that they produce more vitamin A. Okay, do you know this is what they did? Last time in Africa, okay, in Africa, when people were so poor that they cannot afford any food besides rice, okay, 20 years ago, in many African countries, they cannot afford other food. They can only afford rice because they're so poor. So what happened was, since rice has no vitamin A, okay, rice has no vitamin A, and as you know, vitamin A is very important for your eyes. So what happened was, many kids after like 3 to 5 years old, they start to turn blind. They start to become blind. Why? Because for the 3 and 5 years when they grow up, they do not have enough vitamin A. Okay, so now there's a problem. They cannot just go in there and give them vitamin A because vitamin A was very expensive. Okay, so how do they solve this problem in a cheap way? They take rice, okay, the rice they eat, and then they change the gene, they modify the gene, okay, they modify the DNA so that the rice they will naturally produce DNA. They naturally produce vitamin A. Okay, naturally produce vitamin A, and they solve the problem. They solve the problem. Now the rice itself has vitamin A. They don't need to eat other stuff. They just eat the rice. Now they have vitamin A. The children, they stop becoming blind. You see, this is a cheap and smart way to solve problem without just giving them more food. Because how many people can you feed? There are many millions of people in Africa. You cannot feed them all. There are too many people there. So why don't I solve this problem in a smart way? Okay. So you know what? This thing I'm gonna go into detail next week because all these things are selection and natural pressure. If natural selection if you don't really understand, okay, it's okay. I'll explain it one more time next week because this is a very complicated chapter. Okay, even if I talk about Charles Darwin, I can go all day. This fella, you know what he did? You know how crazy was he? He actually went to an island to study this evolution. Okay, he studied birds. You know what he did? He went to an island. Okay, he went to an island and he stayed there for many years. If I'm not mistaken, around 10 to 20 years, just to look at birds. Can you imagine yourself doing this? Can you imagine yourself going to an island and stay there and look at birds? Who was so free, right? He was. He actually went there and he looked at those birds for 10 and 20 years, and he concluded that in that 10, 20 years, birds, they will change their beak. So this is what he believed, we evolve. All living things will change. So you see, you have to give him credit. Can you live on an island for 20 years to look at birds? I couldn't. Who can? But he could. He did that. Okay, so I'll talk about this further next week lah. Okay, I know it's a very long grandpa story. Okay, but I'll continue this next week lah. Okay, before I confuse you any further. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. So if you have the time, you can go and do my exercise here. Okay, you can go home and do my exercise. Okay, now you can do what is now you can understand this already. What is natural selection? What is mutation? So if you have the time, okay, you go home and do this. All right, so I think I'm gonna stop here lah. I shall continue this next week. So I hope you have an awesome week ahead. I shall see you next Friday. Okay, so happy Friday and good night, everyone. I will see you again. Okay, take care and bye bye.